Yes, Bihar has voted, and the verdict, at least as of now, is in the hands of the exit polls which have come out. So after an intense two-phase election that saw voter turnout crossing the 60% mark in both the rounds, women and young voters turning up in strong numbers this time in Bihar, here we are now decoding the exit poll numbers that came out earlier this evening for Bihar's 243 assembly seats, where it takes, of course, 122 seats to hit the majority mark. So this time in the Bihar elections, we've seen the political fight on the familiar mix. It's the familiar mix of caste and development and credibility. But there were fresh undercurrents around jobs and migration and women's welfare too. But the exit polls are pointing to one clear trend, which is a comeback for the NDA. So let's take you through some of the major exit polls, and this one in particular, the Matriz exit poll, gives the NDA 147 to 167 seats this time. And the Mahagathbandhan, at least according to the Matriz exit poll, gets 70 to 90 seats, and the Jan Swaraj anywhere between 0 and 2 seats. If you look at the exit poll by People's Pulse, it gives the NDA anywhere between 133 and 159 seats. The Mahagathbandhan, according to them, gets anywhere from 75 to 101 seats. And if you consider how they placed the Jan Swaraj party, it's anywhere between 0 and 5. The vote share split of 46% for NDA and 38% for the Mahagathbandhan, according to this poll. Then there is a P-mark exit poll as well, giving an even higher number to the NDA. So anywhere from 142 to 162 seats, which leaves the Mahagathbandhan in this particular exit poll with 80 to 98 seats, and the Jan Swaraj party with anywhere between 1 and 4 seats this time. So this is as far as a couple of exit polls are concerned. But if you put all the exit polls together, and there have been 9 of them, you get the NDTV poll of polls, which points to a clear NDA majority. And they're way past the halfway mark of 122. The Mahagathbandhan is trailing at 90 seats, according to the NDTV poll of polls. The Jan Swaraj and others, they make only a very token presence. Together, they account for barely half a dozen seats. So in short, the numbers suggest an NDA sweep and a pretty decisive mandate. So let's tell you what the exit poll numbers are actually telling us this time around. First, that the incumbent NDA with Nitish Kumar at the helm, they seem to have pulled off yet another comeback. Despite fatigue over Nitish Kumar's political U-turns, it's the Modi-Nitish alliance that appears to have clicked again, at least at the grassroots, going by the exit poll numbers. Second point to consider is that Tejasvi Yadav's campaign, it may have tried to center itself on unemployment, on migration, the promise of change, and that may have struck a chord, especially with young voters. They were out in good numbers, but yet it hasn't translated into enough seats. And the third point to consider, Prashant Kishore's Jan Swaraj party, it has made itself heard, but not yet quite relevant. It may have gained a vote share around 9%, at least by one exit poll I was looking at. Yet the Jan Swaraj party and Prashant Kishore, they haven't been able to convert all of that into winning seats. And perhaps very importantly over here, the high turnout among women, many of whom have benefited from JDU's welfare programs, they may have tilted the scales for the NDA this time. So if the exit polls are right, and they are to be believed, then Bihar has chosen continuity over change. They are backing Nitish Kumar's governance and Narendra Modi's leadership over Tejasvi Yadav's call for a generational reset. So that's the picture that's emerging on the exit polls.